Hi, my name is Laura Crescenzi, and welcome to Cooking with Laura. I have always loved cooking. I grew up cooking with my mom, and my parents are Italian. My father was born in Italy in a very small town outside of Rome. My mother's from Sicily. So I really had great opportunity to learn about cooking growing up. I wanted to be in the kitchen when I was little. That's where I wanted to be. That's where I felt most comfortable and where I felt like I could be kind of at peace and express myself and please people that I love, my family and friends. So hopefully I can share that with you as well, and we'll be doing more recipes. This is the first one we're going to do for you today, the orecchiette with broccoli di rape, and I'll be doing more cooking segments for you, so hopefully you'll join me again.
Together, that it does seem a shame that you can't see.
Today we're going to be cooking one of my favorite pasta dishes called orecchiette with broccoli di rape. Broccoli di rape, actually I'll call it broccoli today, are a relative of the turnip family, I believe. It's a wild herb, and it used to be difficult to find years ago. You can pretty much find it anywhere in any local grocery store. The ingredients that you'll need to make this dish are vegetable broth or chicken broth, orecchiette pasta, sea salt, extra virgin olive oil, 2 bunches of broccoli di rape, Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, garlic, and peperoncino. The first step in making the dish is cleaning the broccoli, and I feel like this is very intimidating to some people, but it's really easy. So basically you want to retain any of the green, fresh, vibrant leaves and buds and discard the rest. So if you want to just see what I'm doing here, I'm going to just pull off the green leaves that I want to keep and throw it into cold water for soaking. And then also save this bud. The things that you want to discard are leaves that look like this, basically. We do not want that in the dish. It's brown and kind of wilted and doesn't work. The next step is to get your garlic ready. I use 2 cloves of garlic. If you love garlic, feel free to use 3 cloves or 4 cloves or whatever you want to do. I like a little bit of a garlic flavor. I really don't like when it overpowers the dish. That's also the reason why, instead of chopping up the garlic, that makes it really strong in the dish, I just take my knife or a wooden spoon or anything, and I kind of smash the clove down, and that you can easily remove the skin of the garlic. And I do that to 2 cloves, and then it's ready to go into the oil and saute the oil. While I have the pasta water boiling and the broccoli are ready to go into the water, before we do that, I'm going to saute the garlic in extra virgin olive oil. I did say about 2/3 of a cup. I again say more or less depending on what you like. And I put 1, these are pretty hot, so I'm just going to put 1 of these dried hot peppers in as well. And put the heat up to medium, and the garlic will start to cook and get a pale gold. It's not, burning. You have to watch it though, because it does cook pretty quickly. And once it gets to be this pale gold color, I'm going to just take it off the heat, and we will cook the broccoli di rape. Make sure that you've added salt to the water. We'll also be cooking the pasta in the same water that we're cooking the broccoli, so we want to make sure it has a really good flavor. So we'll add the broccoli. It cooks really quickly, so you have to watch it. You don't want it to be too soft, because then it'll just be mushy and the texture won't be that great. So usually it takes about 3 to 5 minutes. What I do is I check it. I kind of press on a stalk with my finger and test it. I want it to have a little bit of a resistance to it. I have tested the broccoli and it is ready to go. So I'm going to remove this temporarily from the heat and just drain the veggie. And careful of the steam, because it can burn you. And just drain it really well. And this is going to go into the pan with the garlic and the olive oil. So this looks like it's the perfect consistency, and it will, remember, continue to cook in its own heat, as well as cook right now in the saute pan. So that's why you really want to be careful when it's in the boiling water that it doesn't cook too much or too long. Okay, so I'm just going to coat the broccoli tirape in olive oil. Make sure that it's evenly coated, and it's going to cook a little bit more as well in the pan. And as you can see, there's not a lot of liquid here. This is going to be coating. You need enough of this mixture to cover a pound of pasta. So I do want to add more liquid, and so we're going to put some vegetable broth and maybe some more olive oil in the dish as well. Yummy, yummy for my tum-tum. I actually remove the garlic cloves. That's how much I don't want to actually bite into the garlic. Some people love it and leave it in there, but I'm going to toss it. Add sea salt to taste. And stir that as well. This mixture is going to be coating 1 pound of pasta, so I do think that it needs some liquid to it. I'll probably add some more olive oil as well. But right now I'm going to add vegetable broth. You can add chicken broth if you'd like, whatever you prefer. And I put in about 3/4 of a cup, maybe half a cup, and let that kind of sit with the broccoli and mix that in. And that'll just give a little extra liquid to the dish and a little bit of more flavor. I'll be using orecchiette pasta for this dish, and as you can see, they are little ear-shaped pastas. That's what orecchiette means, little ears. And this pasta works perfectly with this particular sauce. It's a very traditional Italian dish. So we can add that to the boiling water. Another thing is that I always cook it for less time than it is suggested on the box. This says to cook it for 11 minutes. I am not going to cook it for 11 minutes. I'm going to put the timer on for 9 minutes and taste it. I want it to be al dente, which means to the tooth, which will give it some resistance. You do not want mushy pasta. It's not good. The pasta is done. It's al dente. So I'm going to take it off the heat and drain it and add it to the broccoli tirape mixture. It's actually okay to not shake all the water out. It's good to put a little bit of that cooking liquid into the pot with the vegetables and the pasta. I could eat this every day. My mother, when she prepares this dish, she will put the broccoli tirape, she will not blanch it. The blanching will take away some of the bitter flavor of the broccoli, and that's how I like it. My mother will take the raw broccoli and put it directly into the saute pan. And if you think that this is bitter, you should taste the way she does it, because it's extremely bitter, but it's delicious. I love it. I love it both ways. And I'm going to add a little bit of this Parmigiano Reggiano. Another thing about cooking is the ingredients. Please use quality ingredients. They tend to be a little bit more expensive. It's worth it for me to use these ingredients. The Parmigiano Reggiano that I am using is imported from Italy. So it's really, really the real thing, and it's delicious. Actually, the final step is to dish it up into some bowls and give it to some friends and enjoy.
So good. Really.
It's very pungent. It has a great distinct taste to it. I really, really enjoy it.